日本ニュースタイムへようこそ。Okay, long time no see, guys. Another J News. This is something I love doing, but often the topics that we share are a bit negative. Today I have, unfortunately, one of those negative topics, and it's going to teach me something about Japanese society that I didn't know. And it's another bullying case, and of course, bullying happens all over the world, not just Japan. Here's a story. In Sendai, there's a case of a high school kid who was bullied by 4 or 5 other students. At first, the school wouldn't admit it. And the way he was bullied is a way that I've never heard of before. It's called konjo yaki. Konjo yaki. Now, konjo is kind of like guts. Konjo ga aru means the guy's got guts. But konjo yaki is when you test the metal or the guts of another person by putting cigarettes out on their skin or burning them with the skin. Now, I want to show you something. You see that? I was I think 20 years old, 21 years old, I don't know, 20, I think right before I came to Japan, I guess. I'm sitting in a bar in New York City, Joe's Bar. Beers are $2 each. I don't know if it exists anymore. Somewhere around 4th Street and, I don't know, 1st Avenue. Someone look it up, see if it's still around. And I'm talking to Jane. Now, Jane was this hot Chinese chick. We're just hanging out in this bar. And we're just having a good time. We're all friends. You know, nobody's dating or anything. And my buddy Jeff is off playing pool. He's really good at pool. And he comes over, and I'm just sitting there, you know, talking to Jane, and Jeff puts his hand on my hand, holding it down, and takes a cigarette and puts it out right on my hand. And I was like, "What the f are you doing? Are you crazy?" And you know, this is over what, 24 years ago, right? And he takes a puff out of a cigarette, he hands it to me, and I'm like, "Damn right, I'm gonna do it." And he held his hand. He put his hand down, and I put the cigarette out on his hand. And so we both had these. I guess in a way it's kind of a gay thing for 2 guys to do this to each other. It's some weird homoerotic thing you could say. I'm sure you write in the comments. But anyway, we both had these scars for a long time, and mine didn't heal so well. His healed very well until he passed away. That's another story. But anyway, the point being, you know, I guess. Kids will do shit like this when you're young and stupid, young, dumb, full of, etc. You know, testosterone is a stupid thing that affects the brain in very strange ways. But in this case, you know, in this case here in Japan, in Sendai, these kids were doing this to this other kid, and at first the school wouldn't admit it, and then they admitted it, and then they asked the kid, they asked the bullies to either quit or stay home. You know, we don't want you coming back. So, but the wording, and here's where it gets interesting. They also asked the bullied student to voluntarily leave. So, bizarre. 22 burns on the arm. Just amazing. Konjo yaki, right? Now I want to read you one quote here because you're probably thinking, if you're paying attention, like, what? I don't get it. Like, what? Why would they do that? Well, this is their reason. Okay, this is the bizarre reason. Ude no kizu ni yotte hoka no seito ga douyou suru. So ude is arm, kizu is scars or wounds, ni yotte, because of the scars on the arms, hoka no seito, other students, ga douyou suru, they will feel agitated. And the article says anxiety, but isn't that bizarre? Don't you think that's just screwed up? So Give Me Flake Man says, Sendai's private school, you suck. You should let the kid stay there. I can understand this. You don't want to be reminded of negative things that happened, right? And I guess having a kid wandering around the school with scars all over his arms reminds the school that they screwed up and they did not stop the bullying in time. But at the same time, asking the student to not come to school anymore is it's just worse, you know. That's horrible. So, wag of the finger to you, buddy, and the whole private school of Sendai. And yeah, that's the story of today. That sucks. That's my opinion. But the words you should remember if you're studying Japanese: konjo yaki, testing someone by putting out cigarettes on their skin, and doyo, which is doyo suru is agitate somebody. Doyo is anxiety or agitation. Those are your words. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video, and hopefully the next story will be happier, but probably not.